Hello learners, welcome to today's lesson. Today we'll be looking at division of mass. Now, there are two ways you can divide mass. Now, the first step you're going to do is using the simple long division method to divide this mass. So, we're going to be dividing the terms as they are separately, where we're going to write here 10 tons. So, we're going to write 10 tons. Sorry, let me erase this. We're going to write 10 tons. Then we're going to write 326 kg. Then here we have 3. This 3, which is the divisor. So we think of a number that if I multiply by 3, I'm going to get 10. So I'll write 3 here. Since 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, and the difference is 1. Now remember, at this point, we have a remainder here, but it's on the side where we have tons. So we have to convert it to kilograms by saying 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. Then the remainder here is 1. So 1, if you multiply it by 1,000, you'll get 1,000. So that 1,000, you're going to add it where we have kilograms. Upon adding here, you're going to get 1,326 kilograms. Now, at this point, I can continue with my division. So I'll think of a number, if I multiply, will bring me close to 13 since 1 is less than 3. So that number is 4, because 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. 13 minus 12 here, I'm going to get 1. Then I'm going to drop these 2 below it. Then again, I'm going to have 12. Then I'm going to write my 4 here, since 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. With that 12, again, I find the difference. I find 0 as the answer. So I'm going to drop finally 6 below it, and I write it below it. I have 6. So the number that I can multiply by 3 to get 6 is what? What is the number? You are right. You guessed it right. It is 2. So I'm going to write 2. 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So I write my 6 right here and find the difference, and the answer is 0. So it means my final answer will be this one at the top here. So I'm going to write 3. I write 3 tons, and then I'm going to write 442. 442 kilograms as my answer. So the answer is 3 tons, 442 kilograms. Allow me to write these 3 properly so that it can be visible for you. So it's 3 tons and 442 kilograms. Now, with that in mind, let's look at the second example here, where you have divide 26 tons, 340 kilograms by 5. 26 tons, 340 kilograms by 5. Again, the first thing you do, you identify the divisor, which is 5. So the divisor, you write it outside the sign. The 5, you're going to write it just outside the sign. Write it properly. I have 5. Then here I have 26 tons. I have 26 tons. And I have 340 kilograms. 340 kilograms. Again, here I'm thinking about a number that I can multiply by 5 to get close to 26 or 26. Which is that number, learners? You guessed it right. It is 5. So I'm going to write 5 here at the top, because 5 times 5 is 25. Now with 25, let me find the difference, and I'll get 1. Now, remember what we said right here. We said that when you have a number on this side where you have tons, and we need it to carry it over to this side where you have kilograms, you must multiply by 1,000, because 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. Learners, what is 1 multiplied by 1,000? You guessed it right. It is 1,000. So you're going to add it here. So this one has turned 2 kilograms, and it's 1,000 kilograms. So adding it here, you'll get 1 340. You'll get 1,340 kilograms. Now here we are thinking about a number. If I multiply by 5, I'm going to get close to 13. And the number that I'm thinking about is 2. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10. And finding the difference between 13 and 10 is 3. Now 3 is less than 5, so I'll drop this 4 right below it so that I have 34. Thinking about a number that if I multiply it by 5, I'll get close to 34 or 34. And that number is, you guessed it, right? It is 6, because 6 multiplied by 5 is 30. So I'm going to write it here. And 34 minus 30 is 4. But I'm not yet done, so I'm going to drop this 0 right below, and I'll put it next to the 4, and I have 40. So now with 40, I can think about a number. If I multiply it by 5, I'm going to get 40. Hello, learners. Which number is that going to be? It is going to be 8. So I'm going to write my 8 right there. 8 multiplied by 5 is 40. Now with 40, 40 minus 40 is 0. So it means my answer will be this 5. I'm going to write it here, 5. Then remember, it's on the side where we have tons, so I'm going to write 5t. Then this 268, I'm going to write it right next to it, 268. 268 kilograms. And that is my answer. Very well. So this is going to be our answer. And remember to express your answer right on the side here so that you can show that you're done with the working and your answer is right next to it. Now let's look at the next simple method. Given that we've said 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms, you may work it out differently by first turning the tons into kilograms and then dividing by 7. Here you've been given divide 63 tons, 420 kilograms by 7. So just like we said that 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. Then I'm going to ask myself, what about 63? What about 63 tons? So I'm going to do this. I'll ask myself, what about 63 tons? Allow me to write this properly. It's a 63. It's a 63. So I've written 63 here. And I'm going to multiply. 63 multiplied by 1,000 is equals to 63,000 kilograms. 63,000 kilograms. So with this 63,000, I need to add this 420 to it. So remember, start with the 0 here, then the 2, then the 4, and put the addition sign. Adding 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. 0 plus 4 is 4. 3 plus nothing here, so I put a 0. 3 plus 0 is 3. And 6 plus nothing here again. 6 plus 0 is 6. So in the end, I have 63,420 kilograms. Now that I have this number, I can proceed on to use the long division to divide this. So I'm going to draw again the long division sign, and I'm going to write 63,420, which is being divided by 7. So I'm going to write 7 outside here and have 63,420. So I'm thinking about a number that can divide this number. So 6 is less than 7, so I'm going to pick two numbers. I have 63. 63, there's a number. If I multiply 7 by, I'm going to get 63. And that number is 9. So 9 multiplied by 7 is 63. Now with 63, I have 63 minus 63. That is 0. Awesome. So the next number I'm going to drop is 4. So once I've dropped 4, remember in long division, we usually drop one number at a time. But 4 here, in this case that I've dropped it, it's less than 7. So what do I do in this case? Because there's no number, if I multiply by 7, I'm going to get 4. I'm going to write 0 at the top here. Because 0 multiplied by 7 is 0. So once I've done that, I'm going to find the difference, and my answer is 4. Now with that 4, I'm going to drop this 2 below here. So I have 42 as the remainder. Now with 42, there's a number, if I multiply 7 by, I'm going to get 42. And that number is, you guessed it right, is 6. So 6 multiplied by 7 is 42. So I'm going to write the 42 below it and find the difference. 42 minus 42 is 0. But my number is not yet done. I have this 0 at the end. So I'm going to bring it down here, right below, and I'm going to write 0. Now, since it was not yet done, I'm going to think about a number. If I multiply by 7, I'm going to get 0. And that number is 0. So I'm going to write it up here. So I'm going to write the 0, because 0 times 7 is 0, and find the difference, which is 0, because 0 minus 0 is 0. So it means my answer will be 9,060. 9,060 kilograms. Now, at this point, remember you can leave your answer as this, or you must turn it back to what you started with. You cannot leave your answer like this. You must turn it to what you started with. So remember we said 1 ton is equals to 1,000 kilograms. So in this case, remember to turn tons to kilograms, we multiplied by 1,000. So to turn kilograms back to tons, we are going to divide this by 1,000. So I'm going to divide 9,060 by 1,000. I divide that by 1,000. Now 1,000 will go 9 times into 9,060. So I'm going to write 9 here, because 9 times 1,000 is 9,000. It is 9,000. And finding the difference here, I'll have 0 and I'll have 6. So it means my answer is this 9 that I have here. I'm going to write it here as 9 tons. And this 60 that is remaining, I'm going to write it here, 60 kilograms, since it is the remaining term. And 9 is tons, 60, this is remaining here, it's the kilograms. Thank you.